Ajan I would like to discuss about this new chapter of Thailand and Saudi Arabia relationships. As we all know that 2 days ago, on Tuesday and on Wednesday, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha made an historical visit to Riyadh on an invitation from Saudi Arabia. So could you please share your thought and idea? What do you think about the timing for reviving these bilateral relations as what is the turning point or changing point for Saudi Arabia?
Okay, good morning to everyone. So, to me, it is a suitable time for both countries to cement the relationship. At least up to now, our relationship will approach to, at least on diplomatic side, that we are going to have ambassador after long years of chart the affairs of Saudi Arabia in Thailand. But nowadays, after the visit of Prayut Chan-o-cha, we have seen many things change into a good perspective, whether on the workforce that we are going back to Saudi soon, I hope. The second thing is that our relationship, which we really used to benefit from last 32 years, now at least it come back again. So this relationship, I think, is a turning point after all the government of Thailand. Since the incident took place, every government tried hard to cement the relationship. But as we all know that Saudi side have an argument that unless and until we cannot provide uh, the at least we cannot provide any evidence of the killing of diplomat and the businessman, then relationship may not improve. This thing remain more than 30 years. But however, I think our relationship start to begin in a good ways uh, last 6 years when Thailand and Saudi Arabia having a seminar together, a conference together, like the meeting of ACD and uh, G20, for example. But however, I think after 20 years that Thailand police at least revealed that the businessman as Arruaili is really disappeared. Then at least the family of the victim, Arruaili, can uh, can uh, doing such kind of heritage uh, and others for the even for the remaining in the family. So these also the things that I think the relation a little improved when it comes to 20 years, but it really improved after 32 years. It's quite long, and actually we lost a lot of benefit we used to have. Since 32 years ago, we have uh, 20,000 of 20,000 of workers, or even more, 100,000 of workers uh, during the oil booms.
Mm.
So I think this thing, at least we can say that a good relationship may come back, because before 32 years, relationship between Thailand and Saudi Arabia is quite on right, and Muslim from Thailand also perform Hajj continuously since those days. But I think after this, we can see a good opportunity for Thailand. Many things. First, for the workforce. Secondly, Muslims will get more quota to perform Hajj. Thirdly, halal food, which is preferred by almost Muslim world, can be uh, can be at least come from Thailand in a good quantity. And Thailand can also approach Islamic Chamber of Commerce, which attached to Organization of Islamic Conference, which Saudi Arabia is the important member of the organization.
Mhm. One of the factors that Thailand has on its agenda is to reinvestigate about the, let's say, criminal cases. Do you think that Thailand can keep its promise on this?
Our promise can be at least Saudi Arabia will see our effort in order uh, to again tie seriously for the trial of the cases, whether on the killing of the businessman or the diplomat. But as a matter of fact, in reality, we I think we all remember that at the beginning of the killing, we uh, also capture some people, the same occasion, but later on we have to release them because it's the wrong person. And the right person, we thought that he also involved, but at last we cannot because less proof. So the promise of reinvestigate the case maybe is an attempt of Thailand, but in reality, I think too late and too little to come to see who is behind the scene and who commit the mistake. And for the case, actually, at that time, we cannot come to a conclusion whether it is an international conflict or the conflict because of visa block or the uh, case of the competition to send the labor to Saudi Arabia. There are many cases that involve, but we cannot come to a conclusion that what is the reality that happened to the diplomat. And the killing is on broad daylight, with the security and everything. But still, this thing happened for Middle East people, for Muslim world. Such killing is really a tragedy, and it affects a lot of the feeling of the people there because this kind of thing never happened in those countries. Although there is a war, there is everything, but such kind of killing is not happen. Therefore, if you say that the government try to investigate seriously, at least let the Saudi Arabia knows that we try hard, although the
Right.
outcome may not as they predict.
ครับ
Yes.
ครับ may I ask for this point since Saudi Arabia is doing well with the maintaining its relationship with the world powers like the US, China, some people ask if Thailand's moving into the Middle East at this time is probably a strategic balancing act. What do you think about this one?
Yes. Actually, uh, the rise of China also maybe now approach to the Middle East, as we have seen that in Egypt, while I was there, many Chinese people come and selling their goods. And Saudi Arabia also, even those things for pilgrimage, for Islamic ritual, like what do you call such kind of dress, everything, even the clothes and everything that used for Hajj performing belong to uh, China. China is play less politics, but try to improve uh, economics of its own, not because of Belt and Road, but for the Middle East, China have a very good relation due to uh, oil diplomacy or many things. I think so. According to Mohammed bin Salman, his vision 2030, one thing we have seen in the latest period, especially recently, that he tried to balance on the powers. He visited Russia. He again what you call try to cement the diplomatic cut between Iran and Saudi Arabia. He also tried to cement bad relationship with Qatar, and he tried to approach on Southeast Asian countries, whether Muslim countries or even Thailand. This according to uh, what do you call uh, Vision 2030 of Muhammad bin Salman. However, uh, Thailand, although people consider that Thailand now are very close with China more than
Mm-hmm.
US, but nowadays, although US used to have a special relationship with Saudi Arabia, and everything that moved by Saudi Arabia is always keep eye by US. But I think a relationship of Thailand with Saudi Arabia, no one can at least what can I say can think that is obstacle for uh, others, US and China. We can approach directly to the kingdom, and I think if we can, if we come closer to Saudi Arabia, at least 57 countries of Muslim world under the Organization of Islamic World will come Thailand, because as a matter of fact, when I was in OIC meeting, our
Mm-hmm.
cases like the problem of the ongoing conflict on the southern part of Thailand and on. Uh, Sometimes we want to talk with the leader of
leaders.
Saudi Arabia to clear on the problem, but we cannot approach them. Being what do you call we being observer status. But nowadays, if the relationship between two countries is improved very well, I think at least Thai can be approach Saudi Arabia for many aspects. As I have seen that what we have seen easily is workforce, halal food, tourism. As you know that in Thailand, only one country as Arab Emirates alone coming to Thailand per year is 100,000 people for medical destination, medical checkup, and everything. So I think at least looking into the Thai side, we will benefit. But in the meantime, when we talk about others' problem, others' things, what is what you call if we think in the uh, in negative, what is the benefit from uh, that there is any negative of relationship between the two? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I think that nowadays we are really going into a right way to have a good relationship, because relationship with Saudi Arabia it helps for many things, even on the ongoing conflict in the south. We also used to talk with the OIC, and OIC used to come to Thailand at least. The leader of OIC came at least 2-3 times to help solving the problem of southern Thailand.
โอเคค่ะอาจารย์คะ in terms of economics, so can we say that this new diplomatic ties is already Arabian new diplomatic strategies, as the let's say that the oil matter, oil issues popularity has gone down, and people switch to renewable energy or green energy more.
Right. Actually, the deep, what I can say, the foreign policy of Saudi Arabia based on two things: Islam and oil. But nowadays, because oil is really a change scenario due to, as Nina said, that we use green energy or anything. But even then, Saudi, as everyone know that 2/3 of oil belong to Middle East, and Saudi having more than others. And uh, everyone expect that oil will finish after some time, but still oil can be can play an important role nowadays, although there is more energy and others. Therefore, I think that oil is still important. And in the past, you see, in the Middle East, oil become many things. Oil can be a blessing, oil can be a cursing in the war, as you have seen that approaching Gulf war is sometimes belong to the oil.
Right.
Therefore,
ค่ะ
we have seen that oil for food, blood for oil, and yes. So oil play an important role.
โอเค
But
ค่ะ
Mohammed bin Salman knowing well that nowadays Saudi Arabia will not depend on oil. So
โอเค
approach, and I hope that the relation on energy between Thai and Saudi Arabia also can be improved because we are one of the country that consume oil from Saudi Arabia.
ค่ะอาจารย์คะ we have the next 5 minutes so I would like to go back to the Thai relationship between Thailand and Saudi Arabia I would like to know why does it take so long after 30 years what kind of efforts has Thailand made over the past years or maybe previous governments
Okay.
of
I am involved in this also because I invited by some people of Thailand to go and try to cement relationship.
ค่ะ
But as you already mentioned to you that Saudi Arabia side need and evidence needs those who doing such kind of killing and on, which we cannot clearly capture anyone or saying about the ongoing cases. So if we visited Saudi Arabia,
ค่ะ
and once the charity affair of Saudi Arabia written a letter to me, and I published this letter in the Thai newspaper too. He told me that still relationship between the Saudi kingdom and the kingdom of Thailand remain the same, and with the people also remain same. But Saudi Arabia emphasized on the killing of diplomat, rather the losing of blue diamond or anything. For them, they say that blue diamond is also important, but what they want is the proof, the killing, which they lost faith and everything to Thailand those days. So many times, not only me, I remember Kai Sakchuntaran, who already passed away, who is the president of Senator at those days, and many more what you call academician of Muslim from the South and government of all, but remain the same 32 years. It is too long. Here, I think not because of the effort not belong to Thai only, but because of the vision 2030.
ค่ะ
But we also promise that we will follow the case. So I hope from now we have to try hard for the evidence. They may not need, I do not know. But we should start the new chapter of relationship. At least it will benefit Thailand more than before that. During 32 years is a 30 year of losing many things. At least good relationship, people who die, tourism who are decreasing, and also trust between the two countries.
Thank you very much, Ka-Ajan, for sharing your thought and perspective on this matter. And for sure that Thailand will benefit a lot. And of course, for both countries will benefit a lot because there's a lot of doors of opportunities opening up right now. But for today, we're running out of time, Ka-Ajan. So thank you very much for joining our program. And I hope
Welcome, anytime.
And I hope that we would like to have you again, Ka.
ขอบคุณมากครับ
ครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดี